In this universe, nothing of value is ever lost. Nothing of value is ever lost. I'm going to do a short dissertation on the nature of reality. Just a heads up. In order to have an experience, a manifestation, okay, a phenomenon, there need to be three factors. Okay? Three separate, this is a minimum of three separate and unique factors have to be present. We can call them by various names. We can call them positive and negative and neutral. In order to have a positive and a negative, there must be a third factor which encompasses both the positive and the negative, and that creates the environment where they can then interact as phenomenon. So the number three is fundamental to the nature of reality and to human experience. In the Christian theology, you'd call it the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. You could also call it science, religion, and philosophy. You could call it truth, beauty, and goodness. It really doesn't matter what you call this phenomenon. You will find that all experience and all phenomenon can be resolved along these three dimensions, if you will. To continue with the Christian analogy, these three factors that go to that must exist for there to be something we call a thing, anything, okay, also exist as a single unified reality, which in Christian terminology is the Trinity. The Trinity is the union of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. The first source and center, the second source and center, the third source and center. In order to have manifestation in time and space, we need to add a fourth dimension to these three pre-existing aspects of fundamental reality. Okay? And that fourth dimension gives us the foundation of materialization, which is the tetrahedron. For this, I recommend you read Buckminster Fuller, okay, his wonderful work on mathematics, geometry, and the nature of reality called Synergetics. I believe there's 2 books. It was Buckminster Fuller who first imagined in his mind these 3 and then 4 phenomenon, and how the 4 vertices of the tetrahedron create an enclosure. They create a boundary between the inside and the outside. So the tetrahedron, which is a 4-sided, regular geometric solid composed of 4 equilateral triangles. 4. Okay, 4 equilateral triangles. Right, is the first and the most stable configuration of these 4 fundamental forces that come together to create materialization in time and space. The other number we have to keep in mind is 7, the number 7. Why is 7 such a significant number? Because it is the total of the possible permutations and combinations of 3 unique realities. Okay? 3 unique realities, separate, indivisible, but each unique, can be combined in exactly 7 different ways. Okay? to provide 7 possibilities. So the absolutes of infinity, these fundamentals that underpin all materialization, all creation, everywhere, for all time, and in all space, give rise to 7 dimensions, and then things just take off from there. We can also use the past, the present, and the future as our 3 fundamental realities that create what we call an experience. You know, it can only be an experience if it has come from somewhere, it now exists, and it is going somewhere. You know? So that's the fundamental factors that have to be fulfilled in order for there to be an experience. You have to have memory, you have to have consciousness, you have to have intuition. Okay? And your intuition gives you the foreknowledge of what will be, because what will be already is. A diller, a dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar. I wonder what that means. It probably means something. So our current situation, this being the 5th day of July 2021, our current situation is one of great uncertainty. Our situation is fundamentally unstable, and that could give rise to great anxiety, and it does. Because it would be nice to know what the near future holds, where we might be residing, what our finances would be like, just some of these, fundamentals. But we have actually received assistance from an unexpected source. Quarter has come to assist us, and it seems to be divinely inspired. And I can't really put it any other way. Is that the manifestation of this assistance has come about in a way that you can't explain through any normal channels. We prayed, our prayers were answered, and those who have come to our assistance have been exemplary. They have gone above and beyond, and some of the evidence of their handiwork is in things that are unseen. I just want to thank those who have assisted us up till now to ride out this storm that we're engaged in, and it is a storm. There are fierce winds blowing. There is real danger afoot. Our well-being is not assured. Of course, it's always assured, because no matter what occurs on the material plane, that is not going to change our spiritual focus. It just won't, and it shouldn't. Otherwise, you don't have a spiritual focus. You have a material focus. If your focus is on the material plane and your well-being is dependent on events that happen in time and space through materialization, then watch out. Then you're in the accidental universe where things are unpredictable. In the spiritual universe, everything is perfectly predictable. Outcomes always follow causes in the spiritual universe.
Isn't that always like? I mean, every outcome has a cause, right? Like, seriously.
Not in quantum physics. Sometimes the cause follows the outcome. You get the outcome and then the cause after it. So.
Anyway, let's not get off the topic of appreciation. Appreciation for the seen and unseen ways that we have been looked after.
Yes. And we are looked after, and the agency through which this assistance comes is often a human. It's another human being who has realized our predicament and undertaken to assist us to come through it in one piece, and so that justice is carried out, and justice being that every being gets what they need and deserve through this process. So hats off. I mean, tip my hat to those who have been so kind and thoughtful as to provide assistance to us on this journey.
Oh, no more cherries. Good cherries, huh? Oh, God. Jeff. What the fuck? Yeah, you have to get it out. Oh, you didn't put it in? Thank you, dear.
Really good cherries.